Well, good greetings and beautiful and abundant, benevolent blessings to all of you wonderful souls out there. Kiara de Cast here today, and we are here with the All Things Health and Wealth Show, and I'm super excited to be here today with you at the end of the day. So anyways, guys, so yesterday, I don't know if you saw my video on Bitcoin is looking great, but then all of a sudden, we had a nice tumble down. Well, that's obviously because we have quite a bit of news happening right now. We've got the Bitcoin Miami event, which is happening. We've got a variety of different news items coming out. And if we have a look at the news that's coming out today, well, we've got the Strike and Apple news that is coming out today, which will, of course, if we get it, if they do link up in a relationship, then boom, we're going to see a nice pull up. If they don't, then we could see a bit more of a continuation and a tumble. But which means that we have to, of course, be ready to do what we want. But I have some exciting news for you. I got to look at the chart. Technicals don't always play out as you intend them to. But if you go back to my video on the Bitcoin is poised and the Bitcoin is about to crack open. If you go look there, I was very clear and very specific about if it fell through that level, this is where it would go to. If it went up, that's where it would go to. So it obviously fell. So let's go and have a look at what it's done so far, which is okay at the end of the day, because I'm personally accumulating a lot more right now, and so should you be, if that's what you desire. This is not financial advice in any way whatsoever. I'm just letting you know what I do, because I've been accumulating now since January last year, which brings me to like 14-15 months in the crypto space. So I'm really just like very happy about all of this. So I was watching crypto banter video yesterday. Absolutely loved it, and really thought that was quite encouraging to know that there are a few other things that are affecting the Bitcoin price today. So let's just go and have a current look at the market conditions right now. So today our market cap is still sitting at about 2.1 trillion, and the volume has been in the past 24 hours 138 billion. And we're down in the last 24 hours 4.5%. It's pretty steep, but these are small retracements, and normally during these kind of retracement times, we could see anything from this 4.5%, and we could see anything from 1% to 20%, 25% pullbacks, especially in the crypto space. So we're going to have a look at a few charts quickly, and then we'll see where we go from there. But right now, Bitcoin is sitting at 43,400, and Ethereum is sitting at 3,200, BNB at 431, Terra at 108, XRP at 77, Solana at 114, Cardano at 1, and Avalanche at 84. So, and Polkadot at 20, Dogecoin at 14. So those are pretty cool. I must say, good time to scoop up quite a bit of these. Often these top 10 here are blue chip cryptos, and have really long legs over the long run, over the long term, more stability than your other altcoins, which are about 13,500 at the moment. So, Bitcoin is only one of those, and Ethereum is starting to gain really good traction about being a proof of work and a proof of stake. So, and we know that shift is taking place in June. So pretty exciting stuff for Ethereum. However, we know that Solana and Cardano are smart contract competitors, and we just need to know that there are other projects out there that really have good fundamental powerful legs up. So let's just look at the Solana price first, because I spoke to you about Solana, and now we're starting to see a cross down here, so which is not very healthy. But I did say to you, I put this white line here. If you go and check my other video in a link right now, you'll see that for sure. But basically, I said that we would definitely, if we broke this ribbon, that we would definitely come down and test this set of support. So what have we done? We have tested that set of support right here, right now. And so far it's okay. You know, we might come down a little bit more and test the next level, but if we go and look at the daytime frame is pretty much saying where we're at. So we'd like to have a look at we'd like to have a look at the price, and the price would probably come down to 106 at the very least. I said 110, but we're looking at the moving averages here, and we have to take that into consideration. So quite powerful. So once we see a nice retracement here, I mean, let's go and have a look at what this retracement is, actually, the measuring tool. So we've had a pull up of 82% from that low there. That's pretty damn awesome. So now we've had a pull back of 23% so far. So like I said to you, 20%, 25% pullbacks are pretty reasonable in such high pullbacks. I mean, that flew up 82%. I mean, of course you're going to need a pullback at some point, and pullbacks are so important for bouncing and gathering the momentum to push on upwards. And just so that you're feeling a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more safe, as long as we don't break below the ribbon and close a bar below the ribbon, then we're good, okay, for a continuation pattern upwards. And then once we find that continuation, it kind of shoots up from there. So now what I want to share with you is the Bitcoin price, actually. So let's go and have a look at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the leading indicator. Bitcoin does show us the way, and yes, there is an M pattern here. Boom, we broke the M pattern pretty much at this level here, but we were already way under the ribbon at this point over here. So I need to just be very clear with you that I'd said this little triangle here under the purple box at 45 to 47k, if we couldn't break above it and break above this line, so you see we tested it and then we failed straight back down immediately. We were hit hard back down. So what I wanted to share with you is, I said, if there's any sort of bar that closes below this in volume, then we're definitely going to come back down. And I said at the very least to this line, the blue line at 44k was my target. And I said if we break 44k, then we're definitely coming back down to the 40 to 42k level in this purple box region. So I'm going to say to you right now, it seems okay, but we're going to have to wait and be patient here, because at the end of the day, we found support on this level, and the same thing, Bitcoin, it needed a retracement because it's had such a heavy pull up here. So that's a normal retracement level, and it's pretty much, so if we can find some support on this level, the 42, 43k level, we're going to find and break back up above the 44k level, because this was my important level here, was this level, so that we keep pushing up. But as you see, the ribbon is starting to open up and pull down, so we're going to have to just be patient and wait and see. Let's go and have a look at this on the daytime frame so that we can actually see what's going on here. And I'd like to do the same for Bitcoin, because essentially we have had a gain in this area of 40%, and now we are retracing, we have retraced 11%. Okay, so that's, I mean, we could still retrace a little bit lower, but I'm going to say to you the same thing. We do not want to close a 4-hour or a daily candle below, a daily candle below this moving average. Okay, because if we did that, we might start to see a little bit more of a tumble, and then that would definitely be bringing us back down to this purple box, which I'm going to say to you, which we'd have to find some support at the 35,000 level. So I'm saying that right now, and I just need you to know that. But I'm still extremely bullish, because I believe pullbacks are healthy, and we're gaining the momentum up here. I mean, look at this. It's gaining the momentum. So we broke out and we broke back down straight below that line, that 44 line. So I'm going to say to you that we need to find some support and push back up above these levels. So let's go and have a look at Ethereum and see what Ethereum's doing. So we had heavy, sorry for all the ads here, guys. We had heavy sell pressure on Ethereum, and the ribbons have certainly started to cross, and even more scarily so, they've started to cross right underneath this purple box here, which is a major resistance. As you can see, we try to tap out. Also created an M pattern, okay, and broke the neckline. Okay, so if we break the neckline, we've got two choices, because we're on a support level and we're bouncing off the support right now. We have to break back up above this neckline and pull back up and find some support on that neckline to push back up above this purple box. If we don't do that, Ethereum is likely then going to test this 3280 level, and that will then probably meet up with the ribbon, and then that will then push us way down to a lower price, and I'd probably say we come back down to the 2,900 odd level. So that's really not so super healthy for us in the Ethereum. But I'd like to say to you that Bitcoin is the leader, so Bitcoin will lead the way, and we just have to trust that in the long term that we know that Bitcoin is going up, because that's all it's ever done. Okay, since 2011 when it was created, 2009 really, when we started hearing more about it. But anyways, so here's some news for today. Come over to Cointelegraph to come and have a look. Mayor unveils Miami Bull statue with laser eyes to kick off the Bitcoin in 2022. That's pretty darn awesome, right? So that's what's happening right now, as the Bitcoin conference is happening as well, and why the Bitcoin mid-halving price slump could play out differently this time. So let's actually go in and read this article so that we know what the difference is there. And I don't want to really carry on with any of these things, but we're definitely looking at a whole lot of building businesses in the spirit of Bitcoin, the Bitcoin hostel. That's pretty cool. It's actually quite nice. People can pay living in hostels while they travel across the world in Bitcoin. That's pretty cool. But hopefully, if you got Bitcoin, you backed yourself a little bit and you invest yourself a little bit, so that you don't really have to stay in hostels unless it's very super abundantly clean. Let's go and have a look at this article. Why Bitcoin mid-halving slumps. The 50,000 resistance level seems to be the line in the sand separating certainly from doubt that Bitcoin has cast a 4-year cycle trend according to sentiment. Well, that's not always the case, because things in trading change over years and decades of consistency. Things never go up and down the same forever. Like, the cycles will change. However, in previous history with Bitcoin, what we have seen is that there have been 4-year cycles with the halvings, and those have determined the forward economic conditions of these market cycles. So, and that's where, of course, the traders on YouTube are actually getting their fundamentals from. But it's, things change in life. This world has completely changed over the past couple of years, and why wouldn't we expect cycles to change as well? Because that's what's happening. At the end of the day, we know the news, the FUD, all of that stuff happening with the Fed, and all of that has been priced in with interest rates hiking. But at the end of the day, we know that there is actually so much news coming out about how Bitcoin is that anti-inflation asset, and it's going to protect you, protect your wealth, protect your savings, and over the long run you will definitely build wealth. But if you're really looking for extreme gains, then I'm going to say to you that you need to be looking into the altcoins, but buying them at the right time. And yes, some bags you hold for long, some bags you don't. So it's just depending on what your strategy is, and you need to define your own strategy. And that's why DYOR, do your own research, please, because that is so important for you to get ahead of this game. Okay, now for me, being in this for a year, I started off with Bitcoin Crypto University, and that is from Gray Jabisi and Gray BTC, and he's absolutely wonderful, and I love following him. I love his energy, and I'd love to connect more with him in the future. But for now, guys, let's have a finished reading on this article. The halving is when the amount of Bitcoin rewards issued per new block mined is reduced by half. The next halving will happen around May 5, 2024, and reduce block rewards to 3.125 BTC. That's okay. If the price stabilizes above this level, then we can give more credit to the thesis that says the cycle is different than others. With just a few days to go, however, Bitcoin is currently down 3.31% over the past 24 hours, around 6.1% for the week, according to the Cointelegraph data. In my opinion, history won't happen exactly in the same way it happened before, and I agree with that because sentiment is different. So, Sentiment notes that market is now signaling a possible end to that 4-year cycle, as the network is now near mid-halving, but no extended bear market is yet apparent. So what is that saying for us? On-chain Bitcoin analyst Willy Woo has made a related observation on March 20. He tweeted his follow-up on October 21 analysis, which he said, previous market cycles were predictable. We may now have no more 4-year market cycles. We're likely seeing the first signs of the last cycle thesis playing out. Relatively short bull and bear markets have transpired since 2019 bottom already. No more 4-year cycles. Will this be the bull cycle top? IMO, there is no top. Predictable walk, demand supply governed by a simple 4-year halving. Now, unpredictable walk of demand or supply from a complex ecosystem until we hit saturation. So this is what was said in the charts, according to Willy Woo, and this might be our last cycle at this point. And as we can see, these bull trends were massive gains, but you had pullbacks in between all of them all the time. Okay, and you've never really come down below your previous low or your bear market lows. So Bitcoin is definitely continuing to go up, and that's okay. Like, this is cruising, small and smaller increments up. That's okay. We're still waiting for adoption, but at the end of the day, we're in this for the long run. So remember to be patient and bag your cryptos, because that is going to be the most important thing for you and your family, and taking care of yourself in this wonderful, blessed way. So with that being said, I want to know if you guys have yet joined our 21-day smoothie challenge. If you haven't yet, please go and click in the link down below. I will leave a link down below there, and you can come and get that, and you will get 15% off of your first order. Just use the discount code in the link. What you put in is what you get. So come and have a look at SYNERCHIORGANICS and come and see what it is that we're doing. We're a superfoods plant-based company. There's myself, my brother and co-founder of the company, and we are here to help you sustain. This is a family-run business. This is all of us, or not all of us, it's some of us. And yeah, this is really powerful. You can join our loyalty program and spend those points all over. We have blogs, we have contacts, so please be in touch with us and come and get yourself and your family happy, healthy, and strong. Join our smoothie challenge today. I'll leave the link below. But for now, also I wanted to let you know you are a very special person, and thank you for following me and my community. I appreciate you greatly, and I really honor your love and your kindness, taking care of this community. Appreciate you for that. You get a $4,100 Bybit bonus right now. If you click that link in the pinned comment below, you will be able to take that $4,100 and go and trade that on Bybit and leverage up your capital and make yourself more money in the trading. But be careful, because it is risky. So only for professional traders or those with trading experience is advised. So with that being said, I love you, take care, and have yourself a blessed, happy, wonderful, and beautiful shiny day.